No sword in my hands, just a will that won't break. I've seen Midas tear and tremble, felt every quake. Sam carried Frodo when he couldn't go on. Now I carry that heart even when hope is gone. Then came Gandalf's staff, lit the sky. Even the darkest times still let light fly. From Isengard's fall to Helm's Deep's last stand, I rise with the brave, not just sword in hand. Don't fight for crowns, I don't kneel to fate. I stand like Eowyn, I won't hesitate. Aragorn's cry, Theoden's charge in the fray. I'm the flame in the dusk till the break of day. I don't fight for crowns, I don't kneel to fate. I stand like Eowyn, I won't hesitate. Aragorn's cry, Theoden's charge in the fray. I'm the flame in the dusk, the break of day. Fellow of the rings, I give it all. From Moria's dark to Mount Doomfall. Fellow, beyond the pain, we fight till it's over, we rise again. From ashes we rise, we answer the call. We stand for the light, we are one for all. Born with the fire like smog in the air, but I learned from Boromir, beware despair. Power corrupts, the ring's heavy price. Gollum fell chasing it twice. I saw Denethor fall, blinded by fear, while Faramir stood, silent but clear. Galadriel's grace, but a fire inside. She passed on the test, while others just lied. I'm not just a fighter, I'm light through the shade. Like Legolas swift, and Gimli unafraid. From Rivendell's peace to the Black Gate's cry, I rise like the eagles, I will not die. Fellow, we give it all. From the Shire to Shadow, we heed the call. Fellow, beyond the flame, with hearts unbroken, we rise again. Through trolls and breaks, we rise through the fall. We stand for the weak, we are one for all. Fellow, through fire and stone, from ants that march to thrones overthrown. Fellow, no fear remains, even Sauron's shadow breaks at our name. We carry the ring, we answer the call. We stand as the light, we are one for all. I am here with the fellow of the rings.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. That was a crazy stream, Wow. That was a bit crazy. What's up, King of the Dead? What's up, 87? What's up, Dretchain? Naughty Meat and Logic. What's going on, guys? This kind of feels more like, like a chill. What's up, Evan? More like a chill session after that crazy. We had almost 300 people. I don't think we've ever had any Rise Tour live stream with that many people on at the same time. That was kind of crazy. Whew, that was nuts. But let's get going. We got about an hour or so. We get to stream. So let's pull up here the game. Where is the game? Here we go. Let's make this big. All right. Where is LD player? Here we go. There we go. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't watch it. 87, watch it back. It was a fun live stream. Gonna be a fun server, I believe so. Now, you guys might be wondering who is what it was about. Well, we have 8 teams, and we've divided them into 4 different factions. So 4 versus 4. Technically 800 players. Not counting the other teams that might potentially join in the other factions. They're gonna go head to head. Biggest server with we've never had 8 big teams at that level playing in a server together ever in the history of of the game. So we're attempting to bring in as many teams as we can into one server and just have everybody go at each other. In a nutshell, that's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna be live streaming every single day when that server goes live, because it's kind of like the Premier League. You wanna make sure you get all the details. So that's the idea. Now this one, if you look at the thumbnail, I said I'm starting a new account with a fellow content creator, and I didn't say that in the previous stream because I wanted people, if they're curious, to know who that was, to come and watch the stream. And because I basically pinged every single Discord server that I have access to for the big and for the NRP draft, the region draft. I don't want to ping everybody in multiple Discords again. I don't want people getting angry. So I just pinged them, my own Discord. I guess it's going to be more of a chill hour and a half or so. I'm going to go through, I played the new season recently. And when I saw, I played, 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and crazy enough, the settlement looked one way. I was watching this content creator, who I'm going to mention in just a second, play a brand new account, and his settlement looked so different. And I'm like, what? But that's not the reason why I'm playing it. So you guys might have seen All Things Middle Alert's recent live stream. A few weeks back, there's a group with a few of us content creators in there, and he said, look, I'm thinking of picking it back up, trying it again. So then I reached out to him, and we started talking, and we had this idea of streaming on the same server and doing some things together. He's picking the game back up to see if he enjoys it. I've watched his stream. So shout out to @me. That's who I'm going to be playing, dividing the server with in this brand new account. The principle is the same. I'm kind of excited to start a brand new account, although I'm 3 days late. So I lost 3, math and polls, free math and polls, but it's okay. I'm going to be logging in every day, getting all the free stuff, and covering the server. And the other account I still log in, but I might just focus on this one because I want to get the full experience of a new player to then create guides and ideas to improve. Okay, so @me and I are going to be playing in this server together, potentially in different teams, so we can kind of cover different aspects of the season. But nonetheless, we're going to be doing things together in this server. Okay? Let's see some of your guys' comments. Like I said, it's going to be a chill season moment here. Is the Relic for Aragorn too good? Personally, I don't think it's the greatest. I think he does healing, and he takes his units take damage in behalf of one other unit, which is, he's a damage dealer. Most of the times you run him as a damage dealer. So it is, personally, I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to run him that way with the Relic. But, unlock it for the, for the stats. I think you're going to do fine for that. But I don't think I would refine it. I would potentially, if he's going to be your main damage dealer, which I don't recommend him to be. Sorry, Sam, but I'm giving you as best information as I can. I'm going to be starting Erebor. We started Gondor last time. We're going to start Erebor this time. I would put some of the volume on. Probably missed the music. Here we go. So I wouldn't refine. If you're going to make him your main damage dealer, strengthen it if you want it, but I wouldn't refine it, honestly. What's up, Kalen? My boy Kalen. Are we farming, brother? We gotta get those tiles. We gotta stay at the top. That's exactly what I said, fella. I did a rerun 2-3 months ago, and it looked nothing like like that. They seem to spend more on S1 nowadays. But think about it. They gotta be spending money to bring new players, right? That's really what brings, the life is just bringing in more people. So I'm not surprised that they're using a lot of their resources to do that. Again, I'm not gonna really go through. I'm not gonna go through the story, and because we know the gameplay the gameplay in season 1 doesn't reflect on the real gameplay. We all know that, unless you're gonna change something in the future. But Doubt it. All right, so we got Gimli here. All right, let's go. What's going on, everybody that's joining in just now? That I do respect, but for us, seasoned players should at least get a new game mode. They've had 2 facelifts, so we don't have even Rangers Rise anymore. I agree, man. I totally agree with you. I know the struggle in that part. Let's try to get as quick as we can through this. I played this before just 2 weeks ago. Come on. My gratitude, yes, that's fine. Come on, Faramir. Yes, he will join. Of course he will join. Wow. So basically the only commanders that change are the main ones. So if you go Gondor, you get Elmer. If you go Erebor, you get Gimli. And I'm going to assume that if you choose Lothlorien, I think you get Legolas. It'd be the worst. I was going to say something. It would be the worst thing to get Arwen. That would be weird. And no Balrog. Come on, man. You never know. You never know. You never know. Yes. Come on. Say 30 minutes. Let's try to make that even quicker. All right. See, if there's really, if it was meaningful to even click these things, this is what it doesn't make sense to me. Why implement a game mode that really has nothing to do with the actual game? No clue. Sabinacio. The problem on S1 is that it has to open 1 each week. There are not enough people for the actual frequency. Also, 6 regions are too much because there are not more often 10 forwards on the conquest points. I'm sure they have that in the work still, just waiting to give it to us. We'll get a Balrog or a dragon next. You think you're gonna get a Balrog? Or sorry, a dragon. Why a dragon? Why a dragon? See, this is different. I don't remember playing this in my other S1 that I started. Settlement has fallen. Let me think. Okay. See, this is a new. What's up, Ghost? What server did you select? It's the. Let me see here. I got it. Here. Give me a second. It's the 1398. Yes, I got it. Yes, I got buffs, small units, and same race. Yes, that's fine. Come on, come on, come on. More. Had the Eagle Commander last, so unless we get another good side, it would be a similar style if you create Eagles versus Dragon Balrog. I mean, I do think it's going to be an Evil Commander next. I'm still hinting at Balrog just because Rings of Power comes out in 2 months, and Balrog was the was the kind of the highlight of the end of the season. That's my hunch. Honestly, I think it's gonna be one. I think it's gonna be the Balrog who comes out. I couldn't see them bringing out anything else if not the Balrog. There's nothing in Rings of Power that means anything. See, this is different here. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. As I remember, you need to upgrade Aim Hall to 3 to get access to usual gameplay. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna get this really quick. I mean, I do think it looks cool. I do, the old settlement does look pretty boring. But if it doesn't really change the gameplay at all, once you get out of the, of the tutorial, it's really meaningless. And I like you guys, I don't understand why teach this, make people go through 30 minutes of this, if this really doesn't matter. Unless, guys, look, unless they're going to implement something like this in the future, which that makes sense. You know, maybe they're implementing this to see, the feedback. And then, I don't know, they might start making these things an actual thing in the later seasons. You know, and it might, maybe it will make sense at some point. Yes, here we go. But I don't know. I'm just trying to get through, through this, really. It is what it is, what you need to do in the tutorial. So let's just get through this. Where is my screen? Here we go. Add Philly and Killy as new T2s. I mean, we've never had we've had T2s in 1.0 ever since 2.0 came out. Not a single T2 is released, which is sad. You're waiting for people to spend all their T2 items to then, you know what I mean. Let's go attack the dragon. I think Balrog is more like some T5 unit token road. There were hundreds of them. True, but then again, there are a couple of Balrogs who do stand out. Just like the Eagles. So I can see it. I can see it. Okay. I have to go. I don't want to go with this, but that's what I have. Sadly, Renko, I might be. But I don't know. It would make sense to release at least a new T2 commanders. It gets, gets people to spend again. Like, mid-level players. Definitely weird that they don't. They just don't. Yeah, let's go with this one. What's up, darkness? Hello, darkness, my old friend. And you again. Look at Gimli. Gimli before he grew up. Nope, I need this. What's up, Salt? We need the new commander to be 9th Nazgul commander, make him OP so people will spend again. Look, can I be honest with you guys? I do think the game is in a good position. I've seen more people come back to the game than even in 1.0. When people are leaving 1.0 because they're burnt out or things like that, I'm seeing more people come back now, even with 2.0, than in 1.0. So I do think people are finding enjoyment in the game again. Not necessarily thanks to the devs, but people, people have found. I guess it is in a way, but there's definitely places to improve. It's just right now communication between players in general and devs and somebody in between has been close to none. So it's very hard to give any kind of feedback or get any kind of input from what they're thinking. It's basically empty, guys. I really wish it was back to what it was a few months back. At least we had some communication. Now it's basically radio silent. Okay. I remember seeing, I think Atme was saying that this settlement reminds, of, it looks like Battle for Middle-earth, and it is true. Battle for Middle-earth has a lot of these rounded areas that you can build specific buildings into. Looks just like that. So fix main hall. Let's fix it. Okay, look at that. He just kind of builds. Okay, so this is similar. Nothing really changed here. This is the trials, okay? I'm going to do those right now. So I need main hall 3. Before that, I need this. I mean, at least it looks cooler. I mean, look, this looks a lot cooler than it did before. The old settlement just look poor. I mean, there's probably no function, but this looks a lot better than the old settlement. Exactly, it looks alive. The other thing just looks, there's nothing. Although I wish there's more like this. I wish the settlement had actually, you know, I could attack somebody's lumber place and they had to defend it. More like, you know, Age of Empires and things. I wish it was more like that than what it is. But at least it looks cool. Let's see how it looks once you leave this region, though. So I already got 2 commanders. There's a reason why I went with Gimli. Oh jeez, let's go with small units, I guess. Fellow, you vibing with Age of Empires settings? Bro, I grew up playing Age of Empires. I love Age of Empires. That is why, although I like Battle for Middle-earth, I don't think the gameplay compares to Age of Empires. But I do have to do it once. Like I said, I was telling some people earlier today, I think in the stream, I'm moving houses. And my office, it's going to be... I'm going to have more space in my office. It's going to be so nice. And so I want to get into the routine again of streaming daily. And then, you know, expanding into other Lord of the Rings games. Things that I dabbled with in the past. But haven't really, you know... really got into it. I really want to. Iron Throne had a cool campaign mode. The dev should copy and paste it. It's a good game. Do you imagine a revolution on the map on the future? I think that can be a very good change. The mechanics on the game now are boring. Revolution on the map could be a good solution. Ignacio, what do you mean though by revolution? Like, can you expand on that a little bit so I understand what you mean? So right now it's not very, very clear. What do you mean by, you know, a revolution? I think any change is great, you know, if it's done smartly. But I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. Sorry. Gain reinforcements. Here we go. Well, maybe gotta go with man. I remember when we tried to change the rules of Diplo and clans competitions in leadership chat and Discord. Oh, look at this! Look at this, dude! Look at this! Look how cool that is! Can I go up in Helm? Oh man, let me go into Helm's Deep. Come on, man. Defeat Black Serpent. Where's Black Serpent? Here we go. You're getting whacked, fool. Alright. Yes, that's fine. So the reason why I'm choosing Gimli is that although Elmer might be a little bit tanky or have an overall equal or maybe a slight... I'll be taking the ring. Where? Oh, the treasure piles. Never mind. You know, if at max level he might be better than or equal or just survive a little bit better than Gimli, this account's going to be a completely free to play. So Gimli is definitely the better option here. A lot better than Elmer, in my opinion. It does look like Age of Empires, definitely. Which I think is cool. Okay, you gotta collect the crystals, yada yada yada. Okay. Look at that eagle, baby. Go out here in season 1 already. Come on, come on. I mean, I love Elmer, man. He's great, but I'm just trying to be as optimized as I can on the build. My build is gonna be Gimli, Shadow. Those are the 2 commanders that I'm gonna run because free to play. I'm limited, so Here we go. All right, let's go. Let's give this bad boy some damage. We going back to the grind again, huh? Let's go with damage for now because I only have these two guys. If you change the map a lot, the movement will change too. How you battle will change too. I mean, they could implement things like that for sure. So we got EQ is back in the game. Interesting. I guess, can I change the name right now? Yep. There we go. All right, so we got our timer. Let's go over here. Sup, Germ? What in the world am I looking at? Yep. It is definitely a very different type of season 1. Not sure. I don't think anything has changed though. It's just, a little bit of the how things look. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. James Hobbs writes, we're looking more and more like Age of Empires Mobile. I mean, there are some elements from those games that I do think are interesting. Now, are they going to change everything so everything looks like Age of Empires or other games? I surely hope not. I really hope not. That would be horrible. Come on, Osru, you have to be gone, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Aatrox, come back, man. Why not? Funny how I get some mails. Felix is bringing interesting facts towards the new game mechanics. I'm trying to, brother. I want to analyze to see if there's any interesting things. I've heard that oftentimes they will test a new feature in season 1 for new players to test it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are testing things to bring into the game. I hope so. Like I've been saying in the previous streams, I hope to be playing this game for the next 5 to 10 years still, and it does have the potential for longevity. Just depends how the changes, what happens to the changes that they make. Oof. Oh, come on, let's go help him. There we go. We got Aragorn. I don't have enough time for it now, man. I'm also playing an interesting survival game for now with a clan of my own to chill for a bit. What survival game are you playing? I know the Tavern Tips Super Cow Tuner. It's nuts the amount of stuff that comes as soon as you start getting stuff. All right, come on, Frodo. Yeah, me and Fellow go way back since he was promoting his channel 3 years ago. Yeah. Grim Souls. Haven't heard of that. I mean, then again, I don't, although I game, I don't game everything. It's mainly Rice Tour, really. The emblem, this emblem, are you folk of the Alliance? Who might you be? Yes, Chieftain of the Dunedain. No, thank you. All right, we can go over. Let's check out. Oh, we got the. Do we go? We went up in level. Get a little bit more here. Man, I had a lot of good gear on my other free, free to play season 1 account. Starting this whole thing over again. Make Sunan Grid again. That would be good, huh? But yeah, Aatrox and I, we do go way back, man. That was my focus for almost 1,100 days, fellow. Just Rise to War. Yep. I know, man. It can become an issue. I think I've gotten into a good rhythm right now with life and the game and the channel. I think I've been setting up a nice little system for myself that I don't go crazy. Hopefully it remains sustainable. Hopefully. My man Dobie. There we go. Yo, Dobie, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go, guys. We got Dobie in the house. He's actually joined me in this new endeavor. How's it going? What
Intro is super fun.
you liking it?
Oh yeah. Like I wish they had that when I started playing.
Yeah. The question is it's whether that stays, it's just interesting how they create this whole intro with different mechanics and things. But then, after season 3, basically just take it into back end and everything's different.
Yeah. I mean, getting quickly to high level stuff is super easy.
Yeah.
Because they give you all the these things you're doing.
Yep. What's up, Dahi? I got my boy Dobie. He's joining S1 with me. Have you joined a fellowship already?
I joined the random one because I had to do it to progress. So I was waiting to see what one you were going to be joining.
Well, we can. Yeah, I mean, we can. I'll join whatever, and then if we feel like we can, then unjoin.
Is there
and join
another
someone else.
content creator on this server?
Yeah, at me.
Okay, I saw him. I wasn't sure if that was him or an imposter.
No, yeah, it's him. He's having a go at the game to see if he's gonna enjoy. So that's why I restarted into a new season. We were chatting a couple weeks back, and he was just finding the right time for him to stream. So
Yeah, I spent a little bit. They really allow you to spend if you want to get good stuff.
yeah, I mean I think it's probably easier to get respect in season 1 than it was when we first started. I feel.
Oh, for sure. And the spinner thing that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild.
What do you have right now? Did you get more stuff from the screenshots since you sent me the screenshots or no?
Yeah. I have my Gandalf the White's rank 3.
Jeez.
Gladrill's rank 3. Dane is rank 2. Saruman's rank 2.
Bro, this guy he joined the server yesterday.
Gandalf the Grey's rank 3. Legolas and Gimli I'm using for my second squad. They're rank 4 and rank 2.
Let me guess. You started Lotr. Your main commander that you got, your T2, was that Legolas?
Yeah, I think.
No way it was R1.
No.
Yeah, because it'll be crazy to give Gimli and Erebor, to give Elmer and Gond, and you get Arwen and in Lothlorn. I'm pretty sure it's Legolas.
I can activate Arwen.
Well, you already
So I
have her,
don't know
don't
if
you?
Yeah, I just activated her.
Got it.
Yeah, so I got her rank 1, I guess.
All right, let's go. Let's
Is
go.
she any good?
Nah. No, I mean, not compared to others, at least. She's not. Yeah, she's not very good. I wouldn't put anything into her if I were you.
Well, they changed up since I last played, where you get like the books, but then you also get like the manuscripts or whatever, where you can't like trade those.
Yeah, the manuscripts you can't trade. So whatever you get from them, just you can use those on your commander because you can't trade. Just the actual respect items that you can.
So I got a decent little, my gear is just so pathetic.
I mean,
I'm just used to playing my account, and I'm like, what the heck?
just watch. I mean, watch how long it's gonna take me to get good gear.
Yeah, because like I got lucky. I have one, two. I got like 5 or 6. I spent the 180 on the weapons thing.
Okay, not too bad.
And then I probably spent like $500-600.
Okay.
Maybe 700.
We'll see. We'll see by tomorrow night.
No, I'm not spending any more.
God,
But
good.
I just wanted to, have a decent enough squad. I can't be getting my butt kicked by people.
No.
And then I forgot. I switched to dwarves when I asked you what you were going. I was like, my elves were just getting wrecked. I was like, oh, this is 2.0. I need tanky units.
Exactly. Yep.
For my damage dealers.
Yeah. Unless you had Gale, then that's a different story, especially in season. I mean, I think even S1, if you have Undying or Gale, most people are not gonna spend. So you're gonna go through like 10 stacks of players before people destroy you.
Yeah, I nixed. I had enough to activate Gil, but I just didn't want to go down that path. So.
All right, let's go our first poll. So, guys, remember, as a free-to-play, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to unlock as many commanders as I can. So I'm gonna use the geez, I didn't want to open. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you. I mean, maybe I get a full pull right here. Probably a full pull. Give me Dwalin. Please be Dwalin or Boromir. Dwalin or Boromir. Come on, not Merry and Pippin. No Elwyn. No Faramir. Come on. Boromir. All right. Not bad. Kind of the same thing in the other account. I can use them. No problem. Kind of starting to get a hint that it's basically the same command as you get every time in the beginning. But I don't know. Feels that way at least. So I get another free pull. Nice. Okay. So we got Boromir and drop rates, right? Yes, this is the one we want. We want the stuff that gives higher chance of commander manuscripts or commander pulls. Perfect. On my free, I want to be using this as much as possible. Where's Danny? Here we go. Got some manuscript for here gone. I'm not gonna use any gems. The gems I'm gonna save for for the gear chest. So there's a nice gear chest. Oh no, that's Dobie. Not Danny. It's Dobie. From my boy from CMPS. Alright, so what we got? We need this. Come on. Okay, main hall. Yes, that's fine. Rebuild. That's okay. Jeez. Okay, what is this?
I really enjoy the new town hall system.
What do you mean a new town hall system?
Like this, or has this been out for a while and I just haven't played?
Oh yeah.
Like Kingdom. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like the way it looks too. It's different. I like it. It's at least better than what the current settlements look like. I don't like the way they look. I think it's just boring. So this is better. Guys, there are ways. There are specific. Okay, okay, yes, yes. They overhaul Dasima. They overhaul the way it looks. Not sure if they overhaul any, any changes to it. If there's any overhaul in the how it works in the mechanics, but the way it looks, yes. Okay, let's go. Let's take these guys out. Getting to the open world finally. Yes, yes. That's okay. Okay, tavern again. Apothecary. Save all the resources that we can. Just for buildings. Beginning of the season, you always save all your. What am I doing? Okay. Upgrade the mill. Okay, we got that one. The lumber mill, the stone. Yep. Farms level 3. Okay, let's train some. This is what I like about running, Erebor, because I can easily start with, how you force tank units. You force the tank system. What's up, Hyperion? How are you doing? You force, a tank system mechanic on your formation by having a melee and then 3 or 4 ranged units protecting your damage dealer. So Erebor is really good for that because you already get those 2 types of units out of the gate. Where with, Gondor, you struggle there first. And my ring ability. Oh, I gotta finish this first. What's up, EQ? Look at that. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Dahi, you want to join the voice chat? Yes, you can join it tonight if you so desire. Let me know in the DM. What's up, Flavio Gaudensi? Love the last name. Welcome to the elite, most prestigious group. Welcome. I appreciate the support. He has become our newest Valor supporter, man. I appreciate, love it, man. Welcome. Okay, where are we going? All right, I did already that, man. Where do I go? Okay, so let's fix. Oh, it's over here. How you doing, Flavio? How you doing? Don't leave me hanging, my man. How you doing? Okay, I need main hall. Okay, so we did this one. Let's claim that one. Fine. Oh, I gotta claim all these things now. Oh, so you got the main task and the side. Oh, interesting. You got the main task and then the side.
Yeah, it's
that is interesting.
Nice.
That's new.
Yeah.
Let's have a look again. Okay, let's have a quick. So you got the main task. Upgrade stone mine to 2 to level 2. So, okay, so there's different stone. There's multiple mines. Okay. And then you get the side quest tasks over here. All right. Let's go. Spam the... Yeah, that's what I got to do, man. Oh, man. Flávio is from my homeland. Boa noite. Achei boa noite pra você já. Boa noite, Flávio. Abraço, meu querido. You guys didn't say... You might not understand what I just said, you know. Hey, Flávio. We say... In Brazil, it's very common to say... Like, sending a big hug. You know, it's kind of a way to greet somebody. That's basically what I told Flavio.
So they don't, I don't know if you've noticed yet, they don't show up your resources on your, like, land per hour type things.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back into looking at that in just a second. Give me a second. So many tasks. Let's just spam this button right here. Boom. Come on. All right. So give me like millions. I'm getting lost at this point because I don't even know what I'm just clicking buttons right now. Upgrade iron mine 2, ore production 200, structure storage limit. The storage limit is under. So wow, interesting.
It's like Rise of Kingdom.
Sorry, what is it?
It's like Rise of Kingdom or Call of Dragon. You know, like how your resources, like you have to click on to get.
Yeah.
That's what these are kind of like now.
That's funny. I mean, I love the concept, to be honest. I wonder if that's gonna be implemented into later seasons. You know, it has to. Like, why would you implement a new system for brand new players that is basically gonna get scrapped in later seasons? I honestly, let me just, go on a little rant here. I mean, in the positive one or a neutral, whatever you guys want to call it. It's, I feel like, it's looking like they're gonna release something related to. Like changes like these in later seasons, honestly, it makes no sense. They're implementing things like this, and then saying, you know what? Actually, season 3, season 4, none of this exists. It's just weird for them to do that. Have you guys seen things like that being done, where they have a system in early seasons and then out of nowhere they completely change it? All right, I gotta go to this one now. My nick was Seus Kuka in the game. I'd like to see you explain this nickname to foreigners. I have no idea, Flavia, how to explain that to them. Yeah, I might have to have you do it, man. I swear the S1 chests are scripted. 3 different accounts. All have here gone respect Diana's, then Theo as an invite poll. My previous one that I did actually had. I got so lucky. I got Legolas, Boromir, Merry and Pippin, Arwen. I had 6 commanders, I think. I have 6 commanders, I believe. I gotta check. But I got pretty lucky with both commanders and gear, in the free pulls. Because I only did free pulls. I need a second damage dealer. I'm really counting. Right now, actually, in Season 1, I really don't care. Because I'm not going to be putting any respect into them. What I'm going to be working towards is to unlock Shadow. For free-to-play... I said this in the other series I started. You have to be smart. I just save all my T3 respect items. I wouldn't use anything season 1. And I choose one commander to be my damage dealer, which in this case is going to be Gimli. And then I just save all the respect items for everyone else. It's not going to be my main one. I wouldn't even use it on Gimli just yet. I saved it to unlock Shadow. And then you get Gimli to R4 at first, Shadow to R4. You basically set. Then the other commands that I potentially would want would be Gandalf the Grey. And then if I want to just kind of stay on T2s, then I would then want potentially a Frodo and Sam. Or I think even a Boromir in this instance might do me well.
So I should be saving, you say?
Sorry?
I should be saving.
I mean, you already spent crazy amounts, so I think you can kind of do whatever. But even if you're gonna be a very low spender, let's say you want to spend no more than 1,000 in your account the whole time, I would just get all the stuff that you want to get, and then just hold on to it for a while. I would, if you're not gonna go crazy on spending, I would either just choose. See, and that's the tricky thing. It just depends how much you're willing to spend. Like, this account is gonna be zero, so the best optimal thing I can do is get the best two T2 damage dealers, which are Shadow and Gimli, in my opinion, for low spenders or people at R10. If I'm able to get a free-to-play account at R10 after 10 seasons, after a year or two, I will be extremely happy. And so they're great at doing damage. What I gotta do here? Give me a second. And then Gandalf the Grey, is basically your mini version of Gandalf the White. So you're gonna need a fourth commander, and that's where, if you're gonna be full free to play. In this case, probably after a year, you're gonna have enough. You're probably going to have enough respect items to have one T3, and that's where you gotta think: what do I want to have for my T3? Do I want to have a Undying? Do I want to have a Saruman? It just depends on what you really want to do. The hard thing about running all T2s as a free to play as well is, are you gonna get enough respect items for your T2s in a year that you can get all 4 T2s to R10? Let's say I'm only going to focus on T2s. I don't care about tier 3s because they're expensive to get. But after a whole year, you might have enough respect items to get a Dane, maybe to R4. Maybe after a year and a half or two, Dane to R4. Or maybe a Saruman to R4. And that's where you gotta, I would make very conscious decisions before, even putting any respect items. I probably play season 1. If I'm a brand new player, very, very carefully. I probably wouldn't put respect items into anyone in the beginning of season 1. I just gather what I can get, and then start thinking, okay, oh wow, I got a few respect items for Saruman. Maybe Saruman should be my main damage dealer, one of my least. So then you can go, I'll go Saruman, and then I'll go one mythic for my tier 3 for my damage dealer, and one T2 for my damage dealer. That way I can get all the mythics and the T2 items and put into those. And then you gotta go, decide what you want to do for the rest. I know I'm going on a tangent here, but there's so much that you can actually do. You guys see, you can run Gil in your formation like the old meta. It works still. You can run Undying. You can run Frodo. There's 3 tanks right there for you. But then you can also have your Sauron. You can still run Sauron as a tank, right? It just depends on what you want to do at the end of the day. And that's why I'm not sure yet what I want to do on this account. I don't know if I want to run, Frodo as my tank. I don't know if I want to run Gil as my tank or Undying. So that's why I'm saying just be patient. I know it's hard to be patient, trust me, but that's really the best thing. So I got Dobby here. Look at this. Jeez, man. You're already taking a level 12. That's not fair. Nice. I like the gear. You already got the right gear right there. That's good. Look at that, 394. Jeez. 394 command already. Look at that. For example, as a free-to-play, Galadriel will never be my tank. Who?
Is she garbage?
She is good, but she is a commander that she will be exceptional with her relic. So she's probably one of the best tanks in the game because she has so many different things that she does for you. She heals, she cleanses, she does madness, she even boosts defense. You know, so because of all of that, she is just, yeah, she's just great. But she needs higher investment. That's why she would never be on my list as a free to play low spender ever. She's great, but I just like to have other options. So there's so much that you can do. Look at this, dude. Yeah, looks good. That looks good. I potentially, in this case, will potentially run your. No, not yet, because you got the healing, but you're not R4. Okay, looks good, man. All right, let's see here. Lucky. Ben Hickman, you can get Radagast after opening 60 chests. Would you put him in first formation as support? Nope. I would if that's all I had. Radagast is a commander that we haven't been able to fully crack yet. Maybe this next season. Oh, that's good. Well, next season is going to be very competitive, but at least probably not going to get full wiped like we did last season versus Fire, Nil, Ilil, Noed, and stuff. So I potentially will have resources to test Radagast. We haven't been able to really put him in a good place. He is a good support because his healing kind of, in a different way, kind of does what White Council does. The first few rounds, he just heals a bunch of people, which is great. I just haven't yet seen it work as well. But I'll try this next season, Ben, and I'll let you know. But for now, I would not put any like I said, I would not put any respect items into any commander unless you're gonna spend. But still, I talked about Dark Lord Stallion a few streams back, and I mentioned how smart he spent his money, and he was able to get a R25 Sauron with a fraction of what players were doing because of how smart and patient he was. So just be patient. It was paying off for me being patient in the other free-to-play account that I was running, so it pays off. Don't rush stuff. You can have a much better formation with less spend if you're patient. What evil comms are available in this season? They restricted to good comms and like 5 evils in the next one from a few weeks ago. It's the same thing. You can only get Saruman, Undying, Azog. I think it's those 3. Yeah, let's have a look. So you can get. Oh, let's do this really quick. Okay. And I'll run him as a tank automatically. He's gonna be my tank, so I'm gonna give him this. There we go. You can get Saruman, Undying, Azog, and that's it. Yep, that's it. That's all the evil ones you can get. There you go. Stalin probably had the best Sauron 1.0. I was in the stream when he pulled the invite for him. I took him. It took him R23-ish, I believe, to pull his invite. Really? Wow. It took him to get to R23 to then fully, finally get his invite. That is nuts. Okay, so it's probably good for taking tiles at the beginning. I just started new here after seeing your series. Also starting again a new account. That's what it's about, Ben. I'm glad you're starting anew. Yes, he's great. He is a great support for PvE, 100%. Run him as your tank. And then he's great for that, for sure. But for PvP, I couldn't say yet. Sadly, I couldn't tell you. Not yet, at least. We've seen him do decent, but I like I said, I wouldn't tell you to put respect items if you have them saved on him just yet. You're gonna claim some more James.
Have you ever tried all the healers?
Yeah. So I was able to get but this was pre-Saruman and pre some changes as well. I played Radagast, Círdan, Galadriel in a formation. I was able to get about. Now I don't know if I was running all 3 at the same time. I know I was running Círdan, Galadriel, or Círdan and Radagast, switched up, and I was getting about 80,000 healing. I luckily in some instances I was able to get about 110, but then the damage was lacking.
Mm.
So that's the
You
struggle.
the draw machine.
Yes, yes. But the issue is because you're doing so little damage, you're still taking a heavy load of damage, and so you're healing a lot, but you're still taking a lot of. You're still losing a lot of troops. The healing is not like 1.0 where you can have a commander that like Galadriel that would just heal the crap out of herself. Hopefully,
Like a Moonveil.
yeah, exactly,
Healing real quick with a Moonveil.
exactly,
So broken.
exactly like Moonveil. Oh, look at that, some Merry and Pippin stuff. Let's go. Just are just 1 minute things. We can get this really. Oh, nice! Finally, some gear. Finally, my first piece of gear is a free to play. Come on. All right, we got. Oh wow, we got a brutal helmet. What? I don't remember this unit attack. So although this is great, I need this for him. It's the attack. Wow, I didn't know I had gear already. Look at that. That's some nice stuff. So 2 to 4, 2 to 4, 2 to 4. 3, 2. Oh, let's go. Gimli's already decked out. Oh, nope. So, yeah. Just not the right traits. Nice. So we got our tank here. Come on. All damage dealing stuff. Okay. Yeah, let's give him this. Let's give him the other one. This one. All right. Commander defense. Yeah, let's go with this one. Doesn't really matter at this point. I didn't know I got already a purple piece of gear. Ooh, more gear. All right. He was furious. I mean, who wouldn't be though? I'm gonna leave this for now. I'm not gonna do this task just yet. Oh, here we go. All this good stuff here. I'm not gonna do this one right now, or else I'm gonna have to stop the stream basically. Nope. All right, so let's see. So we got our settlement here. We can go in and out. Sounds good. What's this guy here? Look at this. Resident management. What? Well, we're gonna have to do a full deep dive later on this. We got something called resident management. That's what it. Oh,
Hey, fella.
what's up? Is that who is it?
This is Dahi, yeah.
What's up, Dahi? How you doing, man?
Yo, hi. Good, yeah.
Glad you joined. What's going on here? We got something called resident management now. They're all idle. So
Yeah, I'm watching this. I'm pretty confused. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, let's just click on stuff for now, and we can because it doesn't have the question mark doesn't say anything. So like I said, I'm assuming they're just testing stuff right now. Let's use the farm. So yeah, I mean, you can use workers to increase capacity, like in production. So barracks, I can train 25 extra with the worker in there. Actually, let's do stone. I know usually stone is the big one. And let's do iron as well. So I can get you can get more residents too. Okay.
I mean,
No
at this
idea.
point, it's a totally different game.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. I mean, guys, think about it. They're not spending thousands of dollars in just a little gimmick for the beginning of the season. There's no way. There's no way. You know, and adding on to like Fish Wizard out of nowhere. The Fish Wizard hasn't played this game in years. Out of nowhere, he comes out and he mentions that that there has been a conversation about potentially bringing the 1.0 back. Everything's just sounding a little too weird.
got new developers? Is that it?
Sorry?
Have they got new developers?
I'm not sure. Arsenal said, is this the dev's trial test area? See, that's the question, Arsenal. If it is, like, what are they testing here? You know? Because if they're testing something, it means the idea is to implement it. So what are they going to implement? I mean, let me DM somebody here really quick.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm excited to see this.
Sorry? What did you say? I was just DMing somebody really quick. Sorry. Was it you, Dobie, or is it you, Dahi? Guess neither nor. You have me really tempted now to do a run through to see what it's all about. Dread Shane, do it, man. Just hop in. 1398. That's the server. Oh, freak! I can't believe oh, darn it. I was just too busy. Let's go back. 1398, guys. This is the server we're running in. Now, let's go. Let's kill these guys. Okay, let's go over here.
Are you interested in become a thing?
Am I interested in what? Sorry?
In seeing this become a thing? Like, what you're doing now? Are you interested in seeing that in the real game?
I mean, I would be, honestly. I just don't know to what end, though. That's the question. Like these little mini games, I just don't see the purpose in them other than just, you know, adding. In Portuguese, we have a saying that it's called enchendo linguiça. If Flavio is here, he knows what I'm talking about. And I'll translate to explain what it means. It's basically you're just filling sausage. You know, like sausages, it's basically just a mix of a bunch of meats, like leftovers. So basically just pack it in there, you know. So unless there's a meaning behind this, it feels like we're just packing sausages right now. It's like we gotta find a filler. We need fillers in this game, so let's spend thousands and thousands of dollars to just create a bunch of random fillers, so people feel like they're doing something. And so that's my concern. If they're gonna implement this and there's a reason for it, cool. If not, then it's like, why? Just make the PvP better. Then make the actual PvE better. You know, if people want to play more in the game, let them play in a meaningful way. That's my big thing here. And I just don't know if this actually has any real world use. So
yeah, I feel like there's potentially areas in which they could spend.
Like, for example, the new bosses, right? You got the new bosses, correct? And so, like, what's the reason for adding the bosses the way that they did? Previously, it was just what is it called? The Heart of Hero. It was just this random thing. You just hit bosses I actually missed this one. You used to hit bosses for gold, right? And then people would go crazy on the weekends. Like, activity on the weekends would not drop because you needed the bosses in order to get gold, in order to upgrade your units. That kept people so connected over the weekends for that. At least for the ones interested in, you know, getting the upper hand because of the upgrades on the units. People would stay. I would stay playing in the weekend for those things. Now they basically changed it so it's basically meaningless. And so we had the random system where you bait a boss, hit it, and then that's it. Now they create this big events where bosses appear, which is cool. But what has that changed? Did that really change anything in the gameplay other than just a new way to full send on a random boss? Like, that changes nothing in the gameplay. It doesn't affect anything in the environment around you. It doesn't boost people's resources for destroying it just feels like a gimmick, sadly. And so if this is just another gimmick, then I don't want it. I want to have more fun doing the core things in the game. Sieging, tiling, whatever real strategy in like whatever the like. Does this like me hitting these little guys right now? Does that change my PvP experience? Nope. Doesn't do anything for my PvP. Doesn't do anything for my PvE. It just makes me waste more time instead of doing those other things. You know?
No, well, I guess when they look at their, like, you know, they get their big team meeting and they say, what is our strategies that we can use to keep players coming back to the game? And, like, short, quick bursts of dopamine, I guess you'd call it, is one thing they must have said. Let's try and put that in as much as possible.
Yeah, but it could be. It feels a bit meaningless, you know?
Not
Certainly.
beneficial to actually anyone.
Yeah. No, the thing is, look, don't get me wrong, guys, about the was it Shane said I kind of disagree on the bosses and Tyrus. I like what you can potentially get. I just feel it's meaningless, honestly. The rewards you get from hitting the boss is good, but the boss itself, that's what I mean. The boss itself is meaningless. It doesn't do anything for the gameplay other than give you rewards if you're hitting it. Essentially what it comes down to, let me rephrase what I mean. Bosses in 1.0, they actually impacted your PvP, right? Because back in the day, yeah, exactly. I think Shane said it pretty well. There's no actual depth to the bosses. But I think if I explain 1.0, the difference, and now I think it illustrates a little bit better. In 1.0, if I didn't go after bosses, I had to sell my gear for gold. You guys remember that? In order to get in-game gold, I had to sell my gear to upgrade my units. Now, if I didn't want to waste my gear, then you had to go after the bosses. That actually impacted your gameplay. You know, it impacted your actual experience in the season, because then you might be hitting people with full-on upgraded units where you're sitting at level 1 or 2 still. Correct? So that really did change. There's depth to like the reasoning behind doing those things. Now you're only doing it for the gear. You know, so that's really all I'm for. You know, I like having things that have meaning. Hence why I having the fortresses next to the keeps in order for you to take a keep. Although I understand that it slows things down, I'm not a big fan. I'm not the biggest fan of having to have a fortress next to the keep. I understand why it works. It slows everything down, which that's probably what they want a little bit. But I'm not the biggest fan of that mechanic.
Not a fan of the springs.
Well, yeah, I'm not a fan of having to have a fortress, like in every single building in order to take it. It just doesn't really make sense to me.
No, I know. Well, I mean, I guess sometimes it benefits you and sometimes it doesn't. So.
Yeah. I mean, I do know they needed to implement something to slow down people taking keeps, and people are able to take keeps, 2, 3, 4 a day because of things like that in early season.
And solo.
It's a lot harder now. Exactly, and solo, exactly. So now it does create this whole more a team dynamic. So it's one of those things which I don't like, but I don't have anything necessarily against. It's just not something that I really care. But you have to live with it. The paths are a double-edged sword, as well like the springs. But for some fellowships who may not have the highest EU presence, really hurt some teams as well. So you need to get that fast gameplay back. Sleepless nights, not necessarily, Tyrus. I like that it's slowed down. It's just I'm not sure. I don't have a solutions to how to slow down. And they chose to do it this way, which works. It's just I guess it's like adapting to it at first it was very, very annoying. I mean, remember go ahead.
Why slow down? Why not just make campaigns like a month?
Could
Yeah,
be.
Just rip.
Could be.
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Good question. Good question. I don't have an answer to that. I have no idea.
I wish, above all possible new commanders, new changes,
Yeah.
that there was a setting in which you could do a 20 to 30 day campaign.
Yeah. I mean, I think in order to keep a fast-paced season like that, it has to be shorter. Just because it basically, if you could, like back in 1.0, you really couldn't sleep. Like, things could change in the matter of hours back in the day. Because remember,
Text in the middle of the night.
yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys remember before they removed the horn, like before they introduced the landings, you had to use the horn, your like war horn or whatever. Sarah, shout out to Sarah for subscribing to the channel. Welcome, Sarah, to our community. So, if you remember, before in 1.0, you had to sound your horn so people knew that you're going to attack. Remember that? Or you basically siege with minus 70%. But remember later on probably because people were a little bit angry that you had to let people know you're gonna fight, they introduced the landings. You guys remember what the landings did? What was one of their skills? They didn't have the siege debuff. So you could siege evil because before they introduced, before people really moved to NRP, evil could just siege anything at any time without the horn. Can't believe you guys don't remember this.
That's where their like little rubbish siege skill is from, right?
Yeah, exactly. They haven't changed that. Yep.
Yeah, in 2.0 now it's like some stupid little like 5% extra damage or something like that.
Yeah. That's what it is now. Yeah. But back in 1.0, you didn't need to use the horn, like Shane is saying. Fellow, we took a vote season 1 and did not use the war horn, but used those units. You didn't have to use the war horn because they didn't have the debuffs anymore. So I understand they had to do a bunch of things in order to mitigate like new things that they were bringing in that wasn't really working, very well. So the fortress need is just one of those things that I wasn't the biggest fan. It works. It definitely works. It just, for me, logically, it doesn't make sense. Like why do I need a fortress? Maybe instead of calling it a fortress, should be called a siege tower. Like the evil, how they have those big siege machines that they just take next to a wall. For me, I'm a very logical person. So because of that, some of the implementations they did just doesn't seem logical to me. So that's why I guess my complaint is more of a logical sense in terms of the building, probably in the building design idea that they had than the actual mechanics, because it does slow everything down. It doesn't necessarily slow to a point where it's unplayable, but it just slows down so people can have a little bit more quality of life, which I do think people appreciate. I think I've heard less people saying I have to quit because I don't have time than 1.0. People are like, man, I can't do this anymore. I just can't. I don't sleep. I have no lives. I don't have a life anymore. And so it definitely has improved quality of life for people to be able to chill out for, okay, we're not sieging here. The funny thing though, I remember when we started like seeing the details for 2.0, people were like, oh, tiling is gone. There's no more tiling. You don't need to tile anymore. Like that you don't have to tile, you don't have to path anymore in neutral units where the tiles are clean, which I think that's great. But the tiling game is there just as much as it was before. Now it's even worse because now it takes so much more time to tile that like real tiling strategies need to be implemented. And I have some ideas that I talked to a few players about, but I haven't seen a whole lot of people implementing, PvP tiling strategy other than just spamming tiles.
They have tiling strategy in a different game.
Which one? Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. I thought you were mentioning like a different one.
No, no, no,
You mean that different one?
that different one.
Yeah, for sure they do. Yeah. Come on, go.
What do you think of the new? Well, it's not really new. I think there was a bit of this research ring business before.
Can I be honest? I like it. I mean, I like it. One reason. First is you keep it season over season. This is a bit like this is one of the ways that they are finding to. My personal opinion, these are some of the ways that they're finding to be able to make more money without crazily changing the gameplay. Look, I've played a game a while back that I could just buy troops basically with real currency. You know, I could buy all the resources I needed to non-stop. And I could buy the resources, I could buy the speed up, so I can make troops non-stop. This game it still keeps a very, very level of playing field for everybody involved in the game. So I honestly think that's a great thing. So my hunch is that they're thinking, look, we gotta increase the revenue. So we're gonna have to let's let's make it so people have to research these things, and it takes time. And because at level 100, where I'm at in my other account, it takes 22 hours for each level to be researched. Do you know how much it takes in gems? Every level, at least at level 100, maybe when I get to like level 50 or 150 or whatever, it gets even more expensive. But in gems, that's about 1,300 gems per level. So they're gonna make money. Look, and the cool thing is you can pay for it, or you can just wait. You know, every day I can do one research level, which means 60 levels basically per season, which is great. You know, so I think it's just a way for them to. It's just a different way for them to make money without crazily killing the gameplay. That's how I feel about it, and I think it's great. Honestly, not having to do these rings every single season, I think, is awesome. But then again, what's the point? You know, like after 2-3 seasons, you're basically probably gonna have this whole thing done. You know, you're probably gonna have everything done. I mean, the whales are gonna have it done. You know, probably within the first week, you're gonna spend $1,000 and just do everything all at once. Oh, I mean that's the cool thing too, though. You can't speed up the levels. You still need to play and get the. What's it called again? The word
Influence or
not influence. Jeez, I can't believe I forgot the name. What's the word here?
Sorry, is the ring reset every season, right? Still?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's whatever you have at the end of the season carries on to the next one. What's it
That's
called
really
again? What's the thing you get here? Here, maybe where is it? Jeez, here. No, reputation. Jeez, I've been playing the game for all day. How can I forget that? Yeah, you still need to play and get the reputation to increase your, to unlock the other levels. Only thing you can do here is speed up the research, which honestly I don't think it's necessarily bad yet. But it's still early. You know, we're one of the first. I think we're the first servers that have this ring that got carried over. So. Just a new way. It's just a new way for them to make money. That's all it is. Hey, EQ. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Let's be here for another minute, another hot minute. Let's just get all these things out of the way. Here we go. Okay, we are in the open world. I don't even know where I landed. Then we have that too, and I have a new account which no one played after switching to 2.0. Oh, that sucks, bro. See, in this case here, just like the other account, I want to get Legolas. If anything, out of these two, unlocking Legolas would be good for PvE. Here we go. What do we get? Oh, let's go. I need the gems. Oh, we got 500. Okay, so I needed. Let's look at the map really quickly. Where did we land? Let's go. More gems. remember the gems are all gonna go into gear, and the free pulls are gonna go into respect. Oh, okay, we're all the way in Erebor on the east. Okay, sounds good. Where are you at, Dobie? Where can you send me in game your location? Like your
Oh man, I've not been keeping up with these new season 1 business.
Well, are you keeping it up with it right now then? All right, let's go. Oh, okay, so I gotta join a fellowship. Which one are you in, Dobie, again?
The Fellowship.
Which one?
The Fellowship.
Oh, I don't have that one near me. I can't join.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see.
Because I mean,
Is there
send me your location in game so I can see where you're at.
Did.
Oh, you did? Okay, give me a second.
I'm in Dunland.
Oh yeah, we're not in the same area.
Where
That's
you at?
why I'm all the way in the east. See, this is the thing about joining an S1. If you want to play with your friends, you just get spawned randomly. That makes no sense.
I think they're building a fortress.
Man. All right, I'm gonna have to farm away for now in a different fellowship just for now.
Yep.
There's 100 players in one of them. I kind of wanted to join this one. Darn it.
Yeah, I'm in the one that has 89.
Freak.
I wonder how many are bots.
Good question. Okay, let's join this other one. That's what it is. Sorry, that's fine. Let's get all the. Oh yeah, this is the where we get all the gems. Nice. Okay.
Did Matix start a season 1?
I don't know. No idea,
Somebody
honestly.
mentioned like a month ago the Order was doing a season 1.
I mean I think they did actually. I think you're right. I think they did. I gotta see. As a free to play, I'm gonna have to do all of these things. Try to get as much stuff as I can for free. That's the way. That's the way of the free to play. I'm not getting a season pass. I'm doing this on purpose. I want to play as a free to play just to show you guys exactly what a free to play is capable of getting after 4 or 5 seasons. That's the idea with this account. Okay. We get here we go. Oh, more stuff. So see the manuscripts is basically might as well use them because you can't trade them. Okay, we got these tips. We did the free pull. Where's my spinner thing? I didn't get the spinner thing. Why didn't I not get the spinner thing? I don't have the spinner thing. Does it unlock later? Did I just lose the spinner thing? I don't get the Wheel of Fortune. Where's my Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, you should have it.
Oh, no, actually, I think it's... Is it here? No, it's not here. Let's claim this one. Nope. Haven't gotten anything. See, where is it on this one? No, it's on. This is a different one. Yep. No, maybe it unlocks as I do something else here. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Let's just keep going for now. Okay. All right, so let's take some tiles. Oh, here we go. What's going on here? Okay, what's this? Maybe this is. Oh, here I got a lot of reputation now. Yep. Cool. Oh, I gotta occupy a level 2 tile. See, look, it just looks cool. Like it just looks really cool the way this the residence system works. Looks very interesting. Yep, that's cool. We got all the residents. Let's upgrade. Oof. Okay, let's let that go for now. It's fine. So we need to go to the world and take a couple of tiles. And that might as well find a level 3. Yep, level 3. Give me a level 2, a level 3, baby. Let's go slow. Not in a hurry. Can we take those? Yeah, we should be able to take this one easy. Let's go. Quick equip. Yeah. Will you wait with pulling for next season? What do you mean, Tyrese? Will you wait with pulling? Pulling what? Like my gems, you mean?
Mathams, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna save everything. From what I was told, there is a really good chest for gear in season 1. So I'm definitely gonna be holding until that moment. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I gotta talk to somebody in season 2 to see if there is another chest just like it in season 2. If there is, I'll wait for everything. If not, I have to use it on that one because I'm gonna need the gear. I'm gonna play for a few weeks, and I'm gonna talk about how I would choose commanders if I was a brand new player, and I want to tailor more towards the lower spenders. We do a lot of content that kind of caters to them because it caters for the big guys, but it's really not. It's not the same mentality, you know. You have to know exactly like what to expect from T2s, T3 respect items in order to really make a decision. There's a good chest, 25 pulls for 1 gold item. Yes, I know there's that one every season, but I was told that there's a really good one. I gotta talk. I think Simon knows which chest it is. I'm not sure if it's that one. If it is, cool. But I don't think it's that one. Although I know which one you're talking about. Okay, so we can do this one now.
Would you recommend Frodo and Sam?
Always.
Shadow, Gimli. I would say personally that would be low spender.
Yes,
optimal.
100%. The only reason why I'm not saying that yet as the final answer because here you're as a low spender or free to play, you're choosing 4 commanders that are all using tier 2 respect items. So that's gonna take a very long time to get all of those at higher respect. So, for example, if you're running 3 tier 2s, so like Gandalf the Grey, Shadow, and Gimli, you can potentially have a mythic as your other one, right? Or maybe instead of using Shadow and Gimli, you try to go Gimli. Yeah, maybe it could be Sauron exactly. Or maybe instead of Gimli, Shadow, it could be Saruman can be your commander. So there's a lot of different play you can do. And you have to consider that after a year and a half of free to play, will likely, if they're smart, they will likely be able to have a R4 mythic commander, at least one. I'm pretty confident. If you're very smart with your spending. So which one is the best? If you're gonna have to run 3 tier 2s and 1 tier 3, what is the best tier 3 that you can use as a free to play? Those are the kind of questions that I want to answer. Is it Sauron? Is it Undying? Is it maybe using Frodo and Sam as your tank and maybe Saruman? Like, what is the best option? So
yeah,
that's
the question. Separate between. No, not separate. Sorry, the opposite. Then you have to join between damage dealers and supports and go, which is the best tier 3 to choose out of all of them.
Exactly.
To invest in first.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Is it a damage dealer? Okay. Or is it a support? I do think potentially the support has more. The supports, you don't have supports in the T2 rank as you have on the tier 3, right? Unless it's Frodo and Sam, you don't really have supports that that do the same as Sauron or Undying, and even Gimli, even Gil in a way, or Gandalf the White. So those are all things you have to consider. So yeah, hopefully I can get a few respect items and then I can kind of start giving some pointers. Nope, we're not spending. Get that out of my face. What do we got here?
To spend time.
There we go. Daily discount. Oof. All right.
So easy to spend.
For you're freaking loaded, man. Of course it is. All right, so let's see what the rank is for production in my fellowship for now. 11,000. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna have to catch up then. Let's see what it is. Oh, I don't have. Okay, no, I don't have this. The rankings yet. It's the leaderboard. I can't even access the leaderboards yet. All right. Upgrade stone. Yep. Okay. Activate watch. Oh, that's the. All right, let's go over here. Yep. More reputation. More gems. So rally, what's a rally ground? So soldiers assemble for drills. Here, upgrading the structure will increase your conscription efficiency in the number of available conscription queues. Okay, that's I actually need that. There we go. Nope, gotta need a bigger tile.
What's your best tip for people who haven't played with the new ring?
I mean, find the way. If you're not gonna spend gems to speed these things up, just choose the things that are gonna benefit you for that season. So, for example, the thing is, things are quite slow if you're not gonna spend to speed things up. I'm right here at this moment in my other account, and so this for me was very important. The gathering. At first, so I did a couple of levels of each. It gives 1%, 1.5% increase per level. But then I was like, okay, I need right now. I need to move faster on the map, so I did the rapid deployment. So it just really depends on if there's any what you need in the current season that you don't yet have. So you got siege right here, battle drill. No, not this one. This one, Rampart Breach. You get extra 5. You can get extra 5% in siege. Now, is that crazy? Are those crazy numbers? Not necessarily. It's just an extra little boost, So, yeah. I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of like those, like what they're building here. To me, feels like one of like those tech trees for skills in other games, but the numbers here aren't crazy, like, okay, I'm gonna go down this route here. I'm gonna be more of a PvP focused ring build right now. It's basically you just go one by one at a time and let those things go. Of course, as is in 5 days time is 5%, wood, or 10% increase in gathering for wood. Great. No, actually, it's not this one. This one, it's 7.5% max level. Is that gonna be a deal breaker for you in the current season? Maybe yes, maybe no. I honestly don't think it's a huge boost, but it is a boost nonetheless. But everybody gets the same amount, I think the only benefit here is for the people that are actually gonna spend, because the guy can come into the season with all these level, like if you start at the level 100, that's where I started the season. I can basically have in day one my plus 7.5% of gathering for each of these resources, which then is huge, because at day one, if you're gathering a 200 tile from day one, that's 7.5% that you get in front of everybody else. That if they, for anybody in front of anybody that's not spending to go up on these. Right, so that's really what I feel like. It is a kind of a leg up for people that to spend, 5% extra siege, day 2, day 3 of the season is a nice little increase. So I just think over time it becomes less of a thing. I just think it's a easy way that they created to just make more money. I don't think it's really anything other than that. So, but if you're gonna think of a way to, if you think of a strategy of how to increase, you just have to look at what the play style you have, because some of the things that you're gonna do here for you might be meaningless. Like I have the rally one. I think there's a rally one at level 100. Where is it? This one, for example. 10% increase in rally martial response. If for you're not gonna take part into rallies because you're very active in sieges, then this basically becomes worthless for you, right? Whereas gathering might be a little bit more important, or rapid recuperation, minus 5% in recuperation stage for your units. So let's see how far we can get into these, these studies here by the end of. Oh, look at that. 10 minutes. Okay, let's do this one. Go ahead. I think I cut you off. So we can claim all of these. There we go, level 7. Pretty fast to gain main hall to level 7 in S1. I remember getting it this quick last time. Okay, we got the market.
Yeah, it goes really quick.
Crazy quick. And then they get to season 4, like, wow, why is it taking 10 days instead of 10 minutes like I did in S1? Like, yep, they got you.
They got you hooked.
Yep. New settlement style gives me a little bit of Age of Empires mobile vibes. Yeah, that's I think we can all agree on that, Tyrese.
Yeah, I really hope it doesn't become become an Age of Empires looking game.
Yeah, because Age of Empires is basically just like every other game that in mobile game currently. And this game is still very unique. Please stay that way. Okay, so level 3. How many?
Not that they're gonna listen to anyone saying that.
I hope it doesn't become that too. So 3 level 3s. Okay, so but I think we can do level 5 right now with the troop formation we have. Yep. Let's look for a level. Let's look for a level 4 and 5. Let's see what they look like. Okay, that's level. Oh, I got the. Let's march here first. Let's do this. I'll end the stream once we get the reset on the Matham here. And then we'll do the poll and see what we get. And then we'll close the stream. So that's another 18 minutes, guys.
I really like Boromir.
He's legit. I like him. I like him too.
Yeah, this guy Morgan. He has him only R10, not even ascended.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure, like, during the literal ring fight with Honk and Bear last season, he was just, dancing about with an R10, not ascended Boromir and doing insane.
What's his name?
Morgan.
Oh, I know Morgan. Yep.
Yeah. He's great. He's got a beautiful gala.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one, Morgan. I played with him the season before. We played in the same group. Morgan is a good guy. He is. Yeah.
I have to say, I didn't see him for quite a few days after the Inter Milan.
After the what?
Inter Milan match. He's a big Inter Milan supporter.
Yeah, I know. He's from Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's rough.
Oh, you guys talking about soccer?
Whoa, talk about football. I don't know what you're talking about, Dovey.
Soccer.
Someone in Panda had a green Shrek goth in a formation whose lays. Yeah, I mean, yeah, even Maddox has a Z4, I think, something like that. Goth he runs around with. Just for fun. We can do... Yep, come on. So structure, I mean, you gotta look at the structure for a second. Let me look at the stats. So
Are you on your original account for the Panda season? Or
yeah,
is it?
I'm playing the one that I played last season with Yudes. Yeah, the main one.
Oh, Uber, like the one you.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I'll be avoiding you then. If I have triple counter, maybe I'll come for you, but
Yeah, that's the one I'm running in Panda.
I'll rather go for the test formations.
The test formations.
When I see Helm out in the field, I'll be running for you.
You might be surprised. Helm is not the. You might Guahir is really the test. Helm, we found some really great working formations for Helm, or yeah, teams. The trial here really is gonna be Guahir. Guahir is gonna be an interesting test subject this next season.
Mhm. With what commanders mainly looking at?
Guahir, I mean, it has to be large units. So anything that either buffs any type of units or large. So potentially Black Serpent. And what else? I gotta think what I ran last season with him. I can't remember now. I'll have to get back to you on that because it would take some brain power for me to remember what I might have it written down somewhere. I'll get back to you.
Yeah,
on
well,
that.
we'll be able to.
I'll get back to you on the field.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to share some actual reports this season.
Exactly. Okay, so can we do this one? Yep. All right, main hall 7 already. It's a bit quick.
It was quick.
Yeah, I know. All right, some more gems. Fix the blacksmith. A place of study dedicated to the forging techniques of various races. It is also where new unit types may be unlocked. So you unlock new units in the blacksmith now. Okay.
Yeah, that changed.
That is very weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Main hall 8 already? What are you guys doing? I need barracks now. Barracks 6. Yep. Oh, now I don't have stone. I don't have the stone. That might be stuck on the chapters for a little bit. Let's see what else we can do. Land of Abundance. Oh, I can now see who was 20K already. Oh man. And how many days is that? Oh man, I'm so late for the race. Not impossible, but very late though. I only have 1900, so. Complete 5 tower tips. Oh, not that one. Forgot about this. Oh, now we have. I didn't have this many. Oh, no, that's actually did. It was just it was in War Nova. I didn't have extra stamina. I did have an S1 here. I forgot. Okay.
War Nova had fuel things.
I mean, if I remember correctly, I only had like 200 stamina.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant the fuel recharger things.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they need it 200, and if you move, it's not 10 like in this.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it 20 if you move?
Yeah, it's 20 no matter what.
Yeah, that's rough.
Very.
Okay. Oh, what the? What? I haven't seen this name in a very long time. Wow. Wow, that is freaking nuts. Oh, man. That is really cool. Really cool to see Ohm here. That's awesome. All right.
I think that quite a lot of people are coming back now.
I mean, I know a lot of these they're playing with at me because they're his old teammates. Now, I mean, I'm all for
Well, I
it.
mean, that is technically people coming back, huh?
No, yes, but what I mean is, are they coming back really to to play, or they just kind of just trying the waters? That's what I mean. Hopefully, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely worth it at the moment. Like, there's a lot of hate over the game, probably still stemming from the 2.0.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like it's gotten quite a lot better.
I do too as well. What's up, EQ? I messaged Ohm, told him the OG team was getting back together, and he came. That is awesome. That is really cool. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's gonna be a fun season here with you guys, and I hope you guys are able to pick it back up. Really
We need
cool.
to get Atme into the second mega server.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I think as long as we make the mega server good, I think we can then build it into our own little internal system until the devs see that it's actually worth doing, and then they will build the system themselves.
Hopefully,
Hopefully, what, Dahi? EQ, I think if you're able to, kind of surpass the fact that you're playing a brand new account, I think you will. There's a lot of cool things that we've been able to find. I think the biggest hurdle we've had to go through is actually, it's not that that 2.0 is a bad game. It's that it's just a different game from what we loved. I mentioned this like when the game first came out, the 2.0 first came out. I think the issue really is not that we don't like 2.0, is that these I think they were kind of exact my words. We didn't ask for it. It's not that the game is bad, we just didn't ask for the game. So I think if you get able to get over these hurdles, I think you're gonna enjoy it. It's still like a fun game. Exactly. Yeah, it is basically a brand new game. And it's okay. No, I don't want that one. So I need to donate, but I can't donate because it's full until this next one. This next one opens. What's up? Okay, we can claim. Yeah, we need these. We can do accept. We'll do this one later. Yep. Okay, so now we need to do main hall 8. Okay. 1,500 gems already. Nice. So level 4 or higher. It's hard, you know, if you guys are going to use names that I can't recognize. Yeah, you got to make yourselves known here, or else I'm going to be calling you, hey, good to see you. I'll get to know you sometime. Evan, a lot of people. 1398, guys. If you want to try a new season, 1398 is a place to be. Where are we at? Okay, we're getting up there. We're getting up there.
It's where the players play.
Exactly. That's it. Ooh, I don't want that one. I want this one. Let's do a level 4. Let's be conservative here with the troops. Why is it telling me to reinforce? I don't need to reinforce. There we go. Oh, level 9. They barely do anything, already telling me to upgrade to level 9. So I need barracks at level 7. And then, which I do have now. And then this one. Okay. Can we do this one now? Yes, but we don't have stone again. But I can trade it in the market. Where is my market? It's not knowing what so you have to click on for now at least. I mean, I honestly like the way it looks. The inside the settlement looks very, very good. Oh man, it's a lot of stuff. But let's just go. Should have done this first, actually. Yep. Need 50.
I feel like I might prefer the simplicity.
Of the other one?
Yeah, well, when you're fighting in an actual server constantly, then I feel like maybe it's too much effort.
Yeah, yeah. It could be. I mean, that's what I was saying about some of the implementations that they do. What's going on at me? How you doing, my man? What the heck? Did you change? Why is your tag saying at me plays Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? How you doing at me? Hope you're doing well, brother. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Flavio, because I didn't play for almost a year, my question now is whether to continue investing in it or try to buy a new one. That's a good question. Yo, at me just subscribed. Let's go. Welcome to the clan, at me. Things are good, man. We're really not right now discussing about this whole settlement, although it looks cool. Like we were talking about bosses and a lot of the new features that they implement. If there is no real use in the real world, then it's at the end of the day, it's just a little gimmick to make it look better. It looks cool, but if there is no, if I can't attack these individual places when I'm sieging somebody's castle, then at the end of the day, it's just I mean, a little bit of the same, just a little bit different. And I get what you mean, Dahin. It definitely makes sense. What's up, Simon? It definitely makes sense because, having to come back here to train troops and have to go through all, before it's just you pop it up and all the 5 options, your market, these are all very easy to, access from your page. Now you have to kind of scroll around or pull around your mouse or your fingers to find something, and potentially, you know, potentially not the best experience, especially for us OG players. But we'll see how it develops. You know, I'm still very open-minded about it, so we'll see how it develops over time. All right, so we
At this
gotta.
point, we're assuming it's getting implemented. So
I know exactly. So I mean, it'll be very weird to implement something like this just to. It just doesn't make. It just logically makes no sense. You know what I mean?
Why would you waste your time?
It's like, yeah, let's make it look very cool. For then after you hooked, we just basically give you a
We're
very
gonna
simple.
change it.
Yeah. So I've been hearing about this for a long time now, though, that if you want to, a lot of times when they want to test something new, they actually use season 1, 2. So instead of doing it in a PB or actually have players test it out, they just live test it with brand new players. So not very. I mean, it looks cool, but like I said, if it doesn't serve a specific purpose, then it's useless. All right, so we're gonna get a full pull here again. This is probably going to be a full pull again, and I'm hoping... Probably going to be Merry and Pippin, but I'm hoping for Dwalin here. Oh, all right. All right. L1. Okay. Still waiting for the Dwalin. I need a second damage dealer. But that will do. That will do for now. At least we got 4 commanders now. What happened here? Got some more gifts. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, I guess it's from the manuscripts. Fine. R2 would be good for him, though, as a tank. So R2 is the goal for Boromir. And shit will be... I'm not going to be running medium, so let's just give her this one for now. Quick slot. Oh, she gets the... Oh, no, never mind. She doesn't need this one. She can get his. And he gets that one. There you go. That's what Gimli needs. Okay. There we go. Level 7. I do enjoy the beginning of a brand new account. You have to be very, you know, think a lot to make sure to optimize the most. So I enjoy that part. Okay, so we get 50 manuscripts for Legolas. Not enough to unlock them. Or is it? I think I full pulled Legolas last time. Is this enough to full pull him? Ghost, my boy. Oh, here we go. So we could... Let me see here. So it is manuscript. So might as well use it. It's not respect items. You can't remember. You can't sell manuscripts. So let's just get them. So I have my 2 tier 2s for now. He lacks facial hair. Yep. I can give him some of mine for sure. So right now, what I'm going to do, L1 is going to be my... So this is the second day. I already have 5 commanders. I don't think I had 5 commanders in my first day in the other new account. So this is good. Good start. Okay, so let's do this. L1 is going to be our Tyler or... She's going to do our tips. And then the other guys are going to be our, you know, our main formation right now. Yes, bring them over here. Okay, you happy? Yes, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. All right. Let's change it up. I need to have Legolas here. Yep. And we want to force... I just kind of like having my tank in the front over here. So like that. And then we can start with this for now. Actually, my tank. No, here. I need to change the commander. Here we go. Cool. I need to start training now some... to train... yes, here. That's fine. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so now you don't have like the main hall, like the main structure at the very top. It's just your units. Now you just click upgrade. What the heck? Look at this. During's level 1 During's blood unit. Wow, that's an interesting name for a unit. So level 2, our affluence goes up. Consecration time decreases. Okay, looks different. If Fatme is here, how does the game feel for you? And how have you been away from it? Or how long have you been away from it? Let's see, maybe he is. Okay. So where do I train my units? So barracks is where I... oh, probably over here. Yep. Okay, so let's do... I need some actual axe throwers now. Let's do this.
Has Atme got a big account?
I saw his live stream yesterday, and he did a few polls, but I don't know how much he's put into it. So I mean, he's here in the chat, so he can maybe answer. I'm enjoying it. It's been close to a year since I was really playing, so a good break for sure. People are wondering at me, are you going kind of low spender, free to play ish, or are you gonna be putting some some cash into it?
Did he not have a previous account that he used?
He did. He no longer has it.
He's wailing out.
No, he said just kidding. Right after that.
Oh, I was got.
Okay, that one is not good to go. I gotta fix training grounds. I need some stone. We got some stone over here. Yep, 600. We'll probably put a little in if I'm enjoying it. Sounds good. Sounds good. That makes sense. I mean, this is like a little nice little pastime if you like. See, this might feel, for players that are coming from other games, this might feel normal for them clicking on resources, and gathering. I'm gonna take a hint that's who it's built for. For people that are coming from all those other games, say, okay, I feel at home in here, because I got my resource. I'm upgrading each individual stone mine. I'm upgrading, my barracks over here. I'm upgrading this individually, and my hunch that's who they're building this for. I don't think there's any other reason for building this the way they're doing right now, other than trying to attract those new players. That's what it's feeling like right now. Okay. I'll do this one after. Oh, finally have the leaderboard. So we got somebody. Oof, what the heck? Is this the same Keld? What the heck? I wonder who this guy is. Is he the same guy that's playing? No, the other one's called no, it's Keldarin, I believe. We got not BSA here. Banjo. I mean, I wonder who Price is. Where is Price? Is Price's name? We got EQ over here. Is Price's name Price? We got Vizio. Price. Yeah, Price is an old teammate of mine, and he's playing with. I think he joined here as well. Price is like, we got Amy over here. Where's Price? Over here. I got oh geez, look at how high Dobie is already. So the building upgrade tab is no difference in the S1 from the rest. Honestly, it looks all right. It looks all right. It's just I'm wondering if the purpose of it, girls, is just for players that are coming from other games to be more at home when they come in, or if there's an actual use for us, you know. Of course, we're always analyzing from the OG, perspective. What's the difference between the stuff that we're using now in season to this one? Potentially, it's not for us. It's just, I mean, it never is for us. Why am I even considering this? Whatever they implement for later people is just, it's just what it is. What it is. This is like just brand new stuff for new players to get, for them to are joining right now to feel acquainted and not so, alienated from the game, so to speak. Need a couple more. What level is this? Level 20. Nope. That's too far. Let's do level 15. That might hurt. Nah, that works just fine. So basically, this is the same setup that I had previously. The only difference is I had Merry and Pippin instead of Elwyn. And in this case, I prefer Merry and Pippin because they can move my troops faster. So I preferred having them instead of her. Can we promote this? Jeez. I
They
need...
seem to not be able to settle on a conclusion as to how they want the new troop buildings to go.
Sorry, what do you
They
mean?
keep, as in, like, recently they changed it right from camps to this thing where you level up and get more troops. Now again, they've changed it again. Plus,
Yeah.
they
Mm-hmm.
I do think it's a good change. Then they just make their minds up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the last few changes have been bad at all. Like the ring, like I said earlier, I think it's a nice little change. Not bad. I can try a 20, I think. I think overall the game is doing a good. It's doing good. No, let's go. I just like to have some commanders. Some of the current commanders we have changed a little bit. There are some commanders that don't make a whole lot of sense. The current skills that they have, they just don't make sense. It's just weird. Like Thorns, Thorns are top and bottom R0 make no sense to the rest of his kit. Shoot. We got wrecked. Who else? For example, what's his face? Elrond's relic makes no sense. It's like a commander damage dealing skill, and he's a troop commander now. Like all these things make no sense. That would be nice if it was worked on. Here we go. Frodo and Sam's passive skill on the relic makes no sense now that most of the things are focused in NRP. So it only procs if you're running orcs, if your enemy is running orcs. And most people don't run orcs nowadays.
Same with Bjorn.
Yeah.
Although he doesn't exactly need an extra buff.
Exactly. But it's just
Nasty. Or did he get nerfed?
Bjorn?
Yeah.
Nah, he's just as good as before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got my Z Bjorn.
Well, but you're not playing him, man.
Nah, dude. It's too similar. It's like everything is the same, but season 1, like, not everybody has stuff, so you can do different things.
That's true. That's what I'm hoping for. And just, I mean, of course, we found some new formations that are working quite well, like troop formations with Helm and Azog, and Thorin and Isildur and King of Man. Like they work well. They can compete. But it's still a very stiff meta when you consider how many commanders we now have. We have over 70 commanders, and a lot of them are just not usable.
10, 5 in the stiff meta, 10 in the generous meta.
Yeah, probably around that. Yeah, I mean maybe a little bit more. mean, like the top level meta, yeah, it's probably 5 to 7 maybe. But then you got you got other commanders that they'll still hold their own okayish versus the meta, but then everything else just falls so short that it just makes.
Yeah, Aragon, Galadriel, maybe good examples of that.
Galadriel High Respect is definitely one of the best commanders you can run.
Yeah, but
Yeah, low respect now. Yeah, low respect. She's okay. Yeah. Low respect. She's just okay. We can use these. Oof, should have gotten these. That's what I needed. All right, 50,000.
a bit of hype around Aragon for his. Is it the R4?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Nick Kane talking about countering meta, something like that.
His R4 is decent, but I haven't seen it. Not a lot of people have been using King of Man in our team in Utes, and so I haven't seen enough reports to say that running King of Man as a support and as a tank versus Evil has actually rendered that many good results. I've seen one or two players do really well, but not. It's not like adding a Dane randomly in a formation and he does extremely well because he is meta. King of Man does do well on a troop damage setup, so King of Man, Isildur, Thorin, Helm, in a setup like that, he usually supports the other ones quite well. But that's the funny thing, like King of Man, although he works that way, it's just weird where, if you're going to run him in a troop setup, you're basically running his bottom R0 for some healing, and then his R4 for damage increase and some support skill from anti-madness, but then you're basically wasting 2 trees because they're damage. That's where it doesn't make sense, where you have 2 separate builds, 2 separate ideas on a commander, and he won't excel as a damage dealer as good as other commanders, and he won't excel as a support because only 2 trees, and some commanders will have 3 trees that support that role. So, but then again, you consider maybe then you put all the rest of the points to Power of Bloodline. Then maybe that's the way to go. Maybe there are hybrids that way where you use 2 trees for one, 2 trees for the other, and then Power of Bloodline for everything else. It still doesn't make sense that way. Someone say, "Oh, there you go, Ghost." Let me see here. I try not to look at it from a 1.0 point of view. It's probably only a change of the visual aspect. Yep, just like you said, I agree. Last time I actually played actively have been in the NRP season. I joined Bank. Can't remember if I played another season in 1.0 because it was pretty close to the change in 2.0. Yeah, Ghost is back. Ghost, is S2 just like S1? Because I was meaning to find somebody in S2 that could give me some details into S2. Since you're here, might as well. What am I looking for? Ooh, main halt. Oh, I get another sword. Another weapon if I get this one done now. Okay. What else do I need for this one now? Need more. Okay, not too bad. I can donate. But I do first need to do this. Do I have enough? Let's get in there. So we can't do a 20. Can we do a 15 this time around? Yep. Sounds good. So S2 and S1 are the same type of campaigns. All right. Sounds good. Good to know. Okay, we're defeating those. There's so many.
I think it might be time for me to head out.
All right, Dahi. We're gonna be leaving. We're gonna be ending the streaming just a little bit too, so no problemo.
It's addictive though, doing all the clicking.
Sorry, the what?
Doing all the clicking on the new setup.
Yeah.
It keeps you there for a long time.
Yeah, it does keeps you engaged.
Yeah, cool. See you.
All right,
See you around.
Dahi, take care, brother. See you hopefully tomorrow.
See you.
Take care.
Later.
Tom, what's up, Tom? Hey man, can't wait to see this super server starting. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing really well, man. Busy, moving houses, but it's a good thing. It's a positive thing, so it's all good. Spent what I think today I spent 5 hours? No, 3.5, almost 4 hours streaming. It's been a good day. How are you doing, Tom? Gotta do some more. Oh, here we actually have 2 things already going. Oh, I can't upgrade that one. Yep. There we go. I'm out to start a free-to-play account on the same server. It's nice, Tyrus. We shall see you there, brother. Have a great night. I follow the guys who played with the Pirates for a season to play one non-RP season with you guys before 2.0 came around. Are you still playing with the Pirates, guys, Ghost? Or have you moved on? Oh, here we go. Doing good, man. Season doing good. We're actually playing against Neon Apes. Part of that cool. Part of that all cool. Nice. That's good to hear, man. Good to hear you guys are doing okay. You guys are doing good. See? Yes, Arsenal peeps are coming back. Gonna see the game flourish like the old times. These things just don't stop. Holy moly. So I need resources, and I don't have resources right now. So let's take a few tiles, and then we'll call it a night. So let's take some tiles. I haven't taken any tile, really. So where is... What do we need? We need stone. So let's look for some stone. All right, here we go. Nice, okay. You see, the other thing that's different from an S1 to the current servers, you have tiles all the way to 15 here, where in the current seasons you only have up to 13. So they're adding 2 tile levels to the game, at least in S1. Now, if that's going to be implemented on the new one, we have no idea. I'm gonna try and pod Dan's all account, but we're chilling and bagging at the moment. Sounds good. Sounds good. It's good to hear, man. All right, 7. What? So I didn't land in a very good spot. I'm gonna have to really walk around to find tiles, huh? You're gonna make me work for stuff. All right, here we go. We can take this one. pumped a bunch of money into my own account and actually these labs. I'm 4th in merit ranking. There you go, man. That's it. Alright, what I'm gonna take the rest of the tiles here that we have stamina for. And then we're gonna end it. Gotta get some sleep or else tomorrow we don't get to stream. And I definitely want to be streaming tomorrow.
Later, bro.
Alright, Dobie, taking off?
Yeah, I'm gonna take off.
Sounds
Gotta
good,
get
brother.
some stuff done.
Alright, cool, brother.
Later.
See you in the inside later. Okay, I'll have to backfill. Let's stay another few hours. Funny guy. Got how much? What stamina we have left? We have a lot of stamina left. Alright, let's just take all these tiles then. How far we are? 2,500. Leaderboard was still unranked. Okay. Need to focus on getting Sarah Undying and Saruman higher respect though. Dane is R5 at the moment and Gandalf the White is R4. What's the respect items on what's the respect levels goes on the other ones? Those 3 that you just mentioned. Undying Sorrow and Saruman RR2. Okay, you're getting there very quick. Take care, EQ. It was good. I appreciate you hopping on. See you in the season later on and see how see how we do. Take care. It's good to have you on, by the way. Appreciate it. Okay, so we can do extract. Or time control. We can't do time control yet. Do see items wise what we have. No, I don't need that one right now. We had better gear last time though on the other account. That's rough. Need 36 to start ranking. Ellen is sitting in the tavern doing the tips. We got Boromir's team over here. Man, all I'm missing right now is Gandalf the Grey. For season 1 anyways, I can't get Shadow, so might as well just hold on to stuff for now. Yeah, he's gonna get to R1 very soon. I mean, we're gonna see. This is the thing. In the other account, I used these 5 things on Legolas to get him to R1, I believe. In this case, we're holding on to them because I prefer saving them for another commander. Ideally, Shadow. Well, there we go. H7. What should I better use? Gandalf the Grey R6 or Gandalf the White R2? That's a good question. I think, see, that's the thing is, Gandalf the Grey has a lower focus base stat, so your white council is going to be lower than Gandalf the White. But Gandalf the Grey still has healing, which is great. I would consider going with Gandalf the Grey. If you don't have White Rider, I believe Gandalf the Grey would be better. I need to see. Let me see the difference here. I don't. Oh, it doesn't show the stats. Let me look in my other account. Give me a second. Look at the base stat for both of them. $54. I mean, I still think Gandalf the Grey. True, Evan. Level 5 is just too low, though. I'm killing myself here. Yeah, I think I should be able to. Okay, let's go with this. See what happens. So Brandon Miller, until R4, a high respect. Gray is arguably better. I want to have Dane, Saruman, Sauron, and Undyne as my main formation next season if I get blessed with some good pulls. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, man. I'm telling you right now. Here we go. We got this. So we got to start taking some 7s. I've been taking 5s and destroying my stamina. You can take 7s easy now. So we take that one. That gets us to almost 3,000. Clairvoyance. Brandon Miller, thank you, brother, for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. Welcome. Okay, so we got this one. What do we get? We only get Tactile Ruse. I don't care about that one. Let's do this one. Oh, I need reputation level 15. See, so you're limited by a lot of factors in the ring. Even though this is unlocked, to do level 3 out of 5, I gotta be level 15 reputation. Kinds of things like this that make no sense to me. But okay. Are you farming yet, fellow? I mean, farming what? In the new account? Of course. Almost 2,000 gems in the first day. I'm so low on troops, though. Oh yeah. I mean, I've been doing the farm. That's the thing is, I think if I go outside really quick, I might have enough resources for some other things. Tavern. No, not this one. Oh, I wanted to do... Where are the tavern tips from? Can't seem to find it now. Oh well. I just heard about the super service. How did you guys pick teams, a draft, and as well, or did they choose their own allies? So they chose, yeah. So they chose their own allies. We got 8 teams to sign up for it, and they each decided on their own allies. And we did the wheel tonight, and whoever was first, second, third, and fourth, they were able to pick their starting location. That's how it worked. That's how it went. Pretty straightforward that way. See, there you go. I'm not using any gems, not wasting gems. So we're gonna stop that here. Let that go. Let that thing do its own thing. All right, guys. Let's call it a night. Just before we close, though. So kind of recapping. Nothing has changed from the last time we started a new account, which was about 3 weeks ago. Other than how inside your base looks. Now it looks a lot more like Age of Empires, like you mentioned. You can click on the individual buildings and kind of do their own little thing. They all pop up. They have their own little pop out animation like that. But other than that, nothing has changed. Outside of the map, everything remains the same as from 3 weeks ago. We're gonna be maintaining this free-to-play account for the next few seasons, and so we can build it out, see how much free stuff we can get and what free-to-players can do after season 3, season 4. Completely free-to-play. I think we have a lot more accounts that we can already play, so this is going to stay free-to-play while we invest in the others for for the builds and for the competition as well. All right, I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been with me for the 2 streams. We did 2 streams and it was a great time. Tomorrow we're back in the evening streaming, this time my OG account in Nudes. I'll show you guys all that's going on there. Potentially live streaming a little bit of this. I'll be definitely playing this on the side here on my phone, so we keep grinding and getting up these rankings. We want to make sure we do, get competitive. We kind of, this time the other account we did really optimize the time and the tiles. Here we're kind of just starting first day. So tomorrow you guys are gonna see that we've gone up in. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're back. You guys can hear me now. Jeez, my internet just cut off for about a minute. What's going on? Here we go. There you go. So in terms of gear, I'm not sure where we ended the very first day. I have a feeling we had more gear, more purple gear. And I think we might have already had a gold gear by this time, but it's okay. We're going to be patient. It's a long game. All right, guys. Going to do it for me tonight. I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone.